What's up, everybody? Steven jckiller bringing another reaction. Now today's reaction is another Rewind Rumble, and this is actually the newest one they just dropped. I do know you guys have been asking for me to watch that fire free-for-all on it. I will be doing that later this week, so look out for that. But yes, the growth on the channel has been real lately. We're already at 51K, so within about a week we've actually hit roughly between 1,000 and 1,100 new subs. Let's keep it going, guys. We still need to hit 100K before the end of this next year, so before the end of 2021, and we should still strive for 55K. We still have this right here to change right now. We're still only got about 75% of the people who watch my video are unsubscribed, and 25% of them are subscribed. So we need to flip this thing around and get into it. So without further ado, between the two fighters, we have DARTH MAUL versus Spider-Man 2099. So this is kind of an iconic rematch in a sense, because it's very similar to no, that's actually completely off. I was thinking of Batman versus Spider-Man. But DARTH MAUL versus Spider-Man. DARTH MAUL is very skilled. Oh wait, no, there was a DARTH MAUL versus Spider-Man fight I was thinking of. It was Bat in the Sun Super Battle Beatdown. Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched them too. But overall, it's a Star Wars versus Marvel fight, and I don't know everything about Spider-Man 2099, but the one thing I do remember is he does have better technology, but he doesn't have spider sense. That's one thing he does not have. He does not have the spider sense. I think he's one of the few Spider-Man that don't have that, or it's not as powerful if he did. But he does have some very unique powers and everything. I would say I'm going to go with Spider-Man over DARTH MAUL, Spider-Man 2099. Because one, I just generally like Spider-Man a lot more than DARTH MAUL, and I would want to see him win over DARTH MAUL. So let me know below if you guys agree with me. Do you guys want Spider-Man to win, or do you want DARTH MAUL? And if you guys want DARTH MAUL to win, let me know the reasoning DARTH MAUL should win. So let's get underway and enjoy this video by Rewind Rumble. The link will be down below in the description if you guys want to check this out on your own without my commentary. And let's get into this and enjoy it right now.
Having good reflexes is a very important facet when it comes to dodging attacks.
Oh yeah, and these guys are definitely have great reflexes.
Reflexes better than these Disney properties.
Mecha Gamer, I see you there.
2099 Miguel O'Hara and the Deathmerian Zabrak DARTH MAUL. But ironically, Miguel doesn't even have Spidey sense, so let's just
knew
get
that
the concept of Disney owning everything, including these two characters. In the year 2099, Miguel O'Hara, head of the genetics department at Alchemax Corporation, had his DNA rewritten with the genetic code of a spider. Yes, it's quite a bland origin story, but still a little more unique than getting bitten by a radioactive spider, like literally every other Spider-Man. Because of his rewritten DNA, he now has the power of a spider's strength, speed, and agility. Plus, he is the Spider-Man of tomorrow, here to save the day today. In terms of agility, he is compared to the Spider-Man we all know and love, Peter Parker. His vision is also excellent, as he can see otherwise impossible things to the average human eye. And in terms of healing factor, he does have minor regeneration powers. Miguel is also insanely strong. His claws are capable of easily tearing through swords, guns, and he was also capable of cutting off Venom 2099's arm. He's also slated to be on par with the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Wait, I didn't even know there was a Venom 2099 as well.
In terms of strength, and Peter has been slated to lift up to 10 tons. Spider-Man 2099 is also quite fast. He is also not only comparable to Peter, who is fast enough to dodge lightning, but also tag Quicksilver and dodge an optic blast, putting him at the very least base FTL in terms of reaction speed. He has also proven that he can go this fast as he effortlessly snagged a pair of missiles while mid-air. His fangs and claws are super strong as they're capable of tearing through concrete. He can also shoot webbing like any other Spider-Man, and he shoots it through his spinnerets. Unlike Peter's webs, which are artificial in the comics, Miguel's webs are completely organic, similar to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man in the movies. As for Miguel survived an attack from the 2099
I didn't know
version of
it was organic or not.
This version easily busted through buildings as if they were nothing. Miguel has also fallen off a large building and survived. Not only that, but right after he'd fallen, he got right back up effortlessly, but of course he has his limits and his weaknesses. Speaking of weaknesses, his eyes are extremely sensitive, as they can easily be blinded by light, and even though his webbing is organic, in a long drawn-out fight he can actually run out of web and would have to create more over time. Darth Maul is a Dathomirian Zabrak, as well as the apprentice of Darth Sidious, aka Emperor Palpatine, or at least he was until he was presumed dead after he got beaten by Obi-Wan Kenobi. However, several years after his presumed death, he came back and was stated that he survived purely out of hatred alone. Being one of many Sith Lords, Maul has plenty of Sith Lord powers, such as enhanced senses.
So out of everything so far, I don't know if Spider-Man 2099 can actually handle the Force. Like, he could I don't know. Darth Maul seems to have a semi-good advantage here, but I'm not 100% on that. Strength-wise, maybe not, but powers-wise, I think Darth Maul does have an edge.
Telepathy, the power to lift things telekinetically, and he has even shown the power to control others with the power of the Force. He is even shown to use his mind to understand technology and manipulate its systems. And of course, we can't forget about the iconic dual-edged lightsaber. And he's quite skilled with this thing, especially when he wants to get up close and personal with his foes. He may only have the physical strength of a peak human, but thanks to the Force, he can easily make up for it. He is comparable to Count Dooku in terms of Force strength, both of which have used it to destroy
his Force strength is strong, but he wouldn't be able to do what Spider-Man can do with his arms.
Maul was able to overpower General Grievous in a contest of strength. Don't cheat, guys, that's not fair. He is also extremely skilled, proven as he has not only killed Obi-Wan's master, Qui-Gon Jinn, but he's also fought on par with Ahsoka Tano, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and several members of the Jedi Council. Maul is fast enough to dodge lasers, which if these are plasma blasts, they should be massively hypersonic plus, but if they are actual lasers, that could easily put him at FTL but only in reaction speed. As for actual travel speed, his best feats are subsonic, and that's being quite generous. Durability is not one of Maul's greatest.
Spider-Man might have definitely the speed edge then, I think, in comparison.
Durable enough to stay conscious after having their faces slammed into the stone floor, with enough force to make a crater into it. Maul can be argued to be more durable with the power of the Force,
but he could probably just be able to dodge Spider-Man most of the time too, with the sense and the Force.
Like all Force users, Maul can use it to predict oncoming attacks, and he can also jump incredible distances to escape
a little bit of peek into the future in a sense with the Force.
Important. He was able to take on both Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon at the same time, and was able to take down Qui-Gon even when Obi-Wan being a nuisance, but he still did lose to Obi-Wan at the end of the fight. But the fact that he can still go toe-to-toe with two Jedi at once and even kill one of them is still pretty impressive. One of his greatest weaknesses is the fact that he's super overconfident and thinks very highly of himself, which causes him to underestimate his opponents and likely make mistakes. Also, without
he is a cocky motherfucker.
Basic level feats.
And now,
alright, here we go
for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time.
I do remember when there was a time where I don't know why, but I think it's been such a long time. But I think there was a time frame where Animation Rewind did give his opponents prep time. Like I remember there being a time for like, oh, Batman gets a year prep or something like that at one point. Because no prep time really does make a difference for every fight. Ooh! Damn!
You are no match for a Lord. That can't be good.
Hit! I don't know if that was safe to go onto his ship. That's home field advantage for Darth Maul. Do it! Alright.
What are you supposed to be? Well, at least I found it.
Come on,
So,
Spidey.
what's the master plan?
It's a very close fight, though, overall. Like I said, I think Darth has definitely the powers advantage. Spidey has strength and speed, but also Darth has really good reflexes. Oh! Damn! That fancy cape attack, okay?
Ooh, that must have hurt. Kneel before Maul.
Really solid animation here, guys. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought that was an arm. I thought you punched off an arm. Fucking got kicked in the back of the head. Oh! Oh! Cut in half! Okay. But is he really down? Oh! Okay. Fucking threw that fucking lightsaber right back at you.
Hopefully you enjoyed that animation, and if you did, super special thanks to Team Animation Rewind's Gabriel M. I'd also like to give a huge thanks to the Mecha Gamer for helping out with the research/notes for the pre-analysis script.
Hey,
Thanks,
my
and
boy
enjoy the
Mecha Gamer!
post-analysis.
Like I said, guys, I'll watch
Spider-Man had
the Fire Free For All soon.
Problems, but Darth Maul ain't one. Okay, that pun
Wow,
was corny,
cheesy
but
but
Miguel
good.
still wins, and if we were to debate intangibles and semantics only, you could make a very good argument as to why Darth Maul would win. The combination of Miguel not having spider sense and Darth having the Force, there are plenty of arguments that you can make saying that the spider sense would be the only good counter to stopping the Force. And if the stats were close or equal, or even if Miguel had a slight edge over Maul, I could probably see the Force being a deal breaker which would give Maul the win. But when you really look at these characters' best feats, the statistical discrepancy becomes so wide, intangibles wouldn't be enough to seal the deal anymore. For example, Spider-Man was strong enough to hold off Thor's swings and even get him to draw blood. Now, Thor 2099 shouldn't exactly scale to modern Thor that we all know and love, and there is no reason to believe we should have Miguel scale directly to Thor anyway, but it's one of the many things we should keep note of. Spidey 2099 survived a straight shot punch from the Thing, who again is much older but still noteworthy. He even survived having an entire skyscraper collapse on him. He was strong enough to slice off Venom 2099's arm, and he also survived Thor smashing him through 4 walls, choking him, and having smashing an entire building on him. If I were to lowball these feats, surviving a direct
durability is one hell of a feat right there.
Had a lot of consistent mountain level feats, and even on the upper ends you could argue moon and planet level stuff, but on the low end at the very least city level feats. Thor is a can of worms, but in his prime and on the low end he had consistently low planet level feats, and that's being low. And I'm not going to be the guy to say that Spider-Man 2099 scales directly to Thor, because I wouldn't say that Peter Parker scales directly to his version of Thor, but having multiple instances of him surviving both the Thing, Thor, and one-shotting off Venom's arm, I think it is fair to say that Spider-Man 2099 at the least is city level. Darth Maul should easily be above
agree with that.
Jinn, which puts him above town level, and if he scales directly to Darth Vader, his highest would be large planet level, since the Force was strong enough to stop an entire planet from exploding. But if I have to be honest here, I don't think it's fair to have him scale directly to Vader. To quote
Vader's a
Anakin
lot
was born
different.
to bring balance back to the Force. Darth Vader is the chosen one, and his connection to the Force is thus unparalleled. Darth Maul himself admitted he wasn't capable of facing Vader alone in Star Wars Rebels, and while the story in question is no longer a part of the official Star Wars canon, Darth Vader fought and defeated Maul in comic Star Wars Tales issue number 9. In the end, the only one who could get close enough to Darth Vader and reach the man inside was Luke Skywalker. If you want me to wank Darth Maul directly to Vader, it would only be fair to wank Spider-Man 2099 directly to Thor, since in that battle
okay, so I see what you mean. So if he did give Maul the same feats as Vader, Spider-Man 2099 would have to have the same like feats to like Thor. Gotcha.
Got him to bleed. But I'm not doing that anyway. The final point is, if we direct scale both of them, which is wank, Spider-Man would still win, and if we don't do it to either, Spider-Man would still win, making the winner of this Rumble, Spider-Man 2099.
Alright, let's see. Oh! Oh, are we getting Tails versus Luigi? I don't know what version of Tails or Luigi that is. That's not the normal Luigi and that's not the normal Tails. What the fuck are those? Let me know down below in the comments. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This was an awesome fight overall. Spider-Man 2099 was the victor, so I was right with my choice. Let me know down below if you guys disagree with the outcome of the fight and why. But overall, it was a solid animation. I enjoyed it. It was very easy to, like, I felt like Spider-Man would win, and then I felt like after all the analysis, Darth Maul, like I said, I think powers-wise was superior, but not strength-wise. Definitely that goes to Spider-Man, and reflexes, they're pretty near to each other. And speed definitely goes to Spidey. And yeah, I think with how much different. Also, they didn't really talk about experience, but also durability for Spidey was way better than Darth Maul. Because he is just a normal. He's just a normal, not human, but human. He's just a normal creature. I don't know what type of race he is. I can't remember, but I don't know if he's actually like technically human in the Star Wars, because he's not. He's a different species. He's a different humanoid species. All right. Anyways, let's end this right now. Thank you for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and like this video if you enjoyed my reaction. Until then, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Later.
This is the Prince of the motherfucking Saiyans, and I am ordering you to subscribe to Steven Z. Killer!